I mean, everything was Pac's idea. You know, it was just relayed to me by Suge first before I actually met up with Pac. You know what I mean? I guess they had been in convo. Pac had the idea, and then Suge was like, well, let me call Riskie. Let me get this idea started. And that's basically how everything started. I met with Suge. I showed Suge the idea. Suge liked it. Suge told me to go ahead with it. I guess Suge turned around and told Pac that I had the idea. A couple of days later, Pac wanted me to come see him and show him the idea. And then from there on, you know, it turned into, you know, that full completed canvas. You know, it was done. And the funny thing that that happened is that, you know, a lot of people ask me, how long did it take for me to do it? I feel crazy sometimes telling people 7 days because it's the 7-day theory, and I don't want them to really think like, oh, he's just trying to front, said he did it in 7 days. But when I worked at Death Row, a lot of times I will be doing so many different things that it will take me a while to do something. So when I worked on the All Eyes on Me, I was answering the phone. I mean, when I worked on the Makaveli, I was answering the phones. I was doing all kind of other things, going back and forth with it. And a lot of times when I had finished a few things, Pac wouldn't be available. So I would have to wait days in between in order to go see him to get the job done. So it took approximately a week to get it done. So it was 7 days to do it. I mean, the first time when I went to Can-Am studio to show it to him, it was unfinished. So when I took it to him, he looked at it. We bounced back and forth. I wrote down some notes of things that he wanted added to the album. You know, when I took it to him initially, it was just basically a canvas painting. It was him on the cross with the ideas that I had came up with, but the cross was empty. I hadn't did any painting or nothing like that because I didn't know which direction that I was gonna go in and so far as detailing the cross and making that part come to life. So I had told Pop, when I showed it to him, I was like, yo, you know, it's not done, but they told me that I needed to bring it to you for you to see it. So I haven't did anything with the cross yet, but I do have the part, you know, I have the portrait of you there. So he looked at it and he said, I don't want you to fill in the cross. I want you to put a roadmap inside the cross. So I looked at him, I was like, a roadmap? He was like, yeah, I want you to put a roadmap inside of there. I want it to just be a map in the inside. And I want you to name all of these cities and put them on the map, along with, I would like a compass at the top of the map that expresses east to west. I want that to just stand out east to west. So he never really gave me an explanation of what the meaning was behind that. I just went and I jotted down those notes. I went back, I made it happen. The second time when it was all done, when I had the painting complete, they sent me a graphic back to Death Row. It was on a Friday. Matter of fact, it was actually September the 6th. They sent me a photo of the finished artwork for the album. It was supposed to be a back inlay, and then there was the cover. So they gave me those two pieces, and I ended up taking them to Pac to his penthouse on Wilshire Boulevard. It was a place called the Wilshire House. So I took it over to him. I mean, he was surprised. He was so happy because he couldn't believe that I had finally gotten everything put together. Like, it was, to him, it was big that I had did that. So I guess I could say in so many words, I mean, he was excited at the fact that I had put it together, and he was ready for it to come out.